Recently, I've not been doing that well. And I know this aesthetic might confuse you right now. I look like a total Chad with my Vineyard Vines hat, but then I have like a gaming chair and I'm talking about like my mental health. So like what's really going on here? Today I wanted to explore a conversation around mental health because I have not been doing the best recently. The last few days, I would say 2 to 3 days, I've just been laying in bed with a headache, just scrolling mindlessly on TikTok or Instagram. And I know usually that isn't a problem because I usually do that every single day, but it's becoming bad. By the way, I'm wearing this hat because I have like no hair right now. I wish I could wear a different hat than a Vineyard Vines hat, but like it's all I got, guys, okay? Please don't judge me. Also, I never asked you guys how you are doing, so I hope you're doing well. I'm using this mic and it doesn't have a pop filter, so I'm sorry if you hear a lot of I've been doing really well for the past few years, so it was really humbling to kind of have these few days where I was actually struggling. And it also like it was very humbling in the sense also that I make videos all the time talking about like how to get better from these mental illnesses or how to kind of bounce back, and I kind of forgot about how hard it actually is. It's a constant grind. It's a struggle every hour of every day, trying to just push yourself out of bed and to do something. I even went through the whole existential phase where I was like, does any of this matter? Like, if I was dead tomorrow, would this matter? I came up with this quote in one of my recent TikTok videos, and I really enjoyed it because what I realized is that my heart really wants to grind. My heart really wants to do well in school or make great videos, work on the business, but my brain is telling me, hey, put on the brakes. And sometimes you have to listen to your brain in order for your heart to heal. Hey, don't worry about your mental health. Aha. Gosh, this is so cringe. But on a more serious note, yes, I have been struggling, and I've been realizing that it's important to have these conversations, to be vulnerable, because I think a lot of us are dealing with this, and probably the majority of us. And if more people talk about it, then those people who don't want to talk about it or think they're crazy for feeling this way will feel okay, because they realize that they're not the only people going through this. So in a way, I think it's my responsibility as a creator that has some sort of platform to actually come out here and say that I'm struggling, I'm not doing well. Because a lot of times on social media, you only see the highlights, you only see the good sides, you only see when people are out partying, having fun, hanging out with friends, but you never really see when people are struggling. And usually when someone talks about how they were struggling, it's usually in the past tense. They're like, hey, like 2 years ago, I was here, I was broke, I had no money, my mental health was terrible, but now I'm rich, I'm famous, I'm doing all this stuff, I'm having a great life, and you can do that too. And sometimes that doesn't help at all. I was literally scrolling through Instagram looking at all these memes, and I was like, this is stupid. Like, what's the point of this? It doesn't matter. Becoming aware of that really makes you sad because you're like, what am I spending my time doing right now? I think a real issue I have is that, if I'm being honest, I've seen a lot of success in the past year. A lot of good things have happened. We've done amazing things as a community, and I literally just got off a Zoom meeting with someone from a local news station, and they're going to do a story on Keep It Wholesome and the school build, and it's been going great. But it's like, to an extent, you feel this responsibility that you have to keep doing bigger things. I don't know what the point of this video was. I just wanted to talk, you know? I just want to have a nice chat. And I have like my lens on that's like super zoomed in on my face, and I bet you can see all my pores and my stubble, but it is what it is. One of the issues I've had is like, what do I post on YouTube? Because I've been creating these notepads, and I literally listed out my top 10 creators and people that inspire me and why they inspire me, and I realized I have no idea what to post, but the best thing to do is to just start posting. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just talking to the camera. It's just me, you, we're having a conversation, and maybe this will get me somewhere. I'm hoping to eventually do vlogs and then transition to talking about, you know, self-help. I was thinking, this is corny, but I was thinking about a series called Self-Care with Simon. I don't know, does that sound weird? So I've been going to the gym every day at like 7:30 with some of my friends, and it's been great. It's been amazing, and I really think that's the only thing holding me together at this point. You know, getting up for that pump, you know, living up to my Brad hat. And I'd encourage you, if you're feeling like you're in a slump, like you're staying in bed all day, you're not feeling productive, first of all, it's okay to feel non-productive. I was sitting in bed all day and I hated it, and it didn't feel okay, but I know deep inside that I should give myself this time, because I think caring about your mental health is productive. So here we are, me sitting here telling you that I'm not doing great for no reason. I don't know why anyone would want to watch this video. I think for the next few days I might vlog or just create a series around trying to get myself out of this low point. And I think a lot of the time you can't really force it. I think it just takes time. It might be the seasonal depression because there's like 5 inches of snow on the ground, it's dark, it gets dark super early, you don't really get a lot of sun these days. Also paired with the COVID anxieties. I mean, there was a new strain discovered in like England or something in the UK that spreads like 70 50% faster than the old strain. Like, what does that mean? Are the vaccines not going to work because of this new strain? Like, what's going on here? Like, imagine that everyone gets vaccinated, we're good, and then the next year a new coronavirus, a new COVID pops up. Like, what are we gonna do, man? At that point, it's gonna be tough, because going back to real life and then coming back to the world of wearing a mask everywhere and not going outside, like, it's tough. I consider myself a pretty good person alone. Like, I can be alone for hours and not feel lonely, which is something I've had to learn through like a lot of pain and a lot of experience. But I'm grateful for that. But for people that really are extroverted and need to be around people, that's tough. I feel like I'm just like saying things that have already been said. Like, I'm that teacher that's like, we're living through unprecedented times, so I'm gonna give you more exams and more work, and it's gonna be tough. Okay, I just realized if I put up a camera and I start talking, I can talk for like hours at a time, so I think I'm gonna end it off here. This video didn't really have a purpose. I just want you guys to know that it's okay if you're struggling with something. I'm struggling with something, and I wanted to be vulnerable with you guys and kind of have you guys understand that everyone deals with things. I'm in a slump right now. It'll be fine though, and I'll give you guys advice slowly as we move on kind of what I'm doing to get out of it, what you can do to get out of it, and together we'll get better mental health, right? That's the goal. Anyways, love you. As always, keep it wholesome.